Hi guys, it's me again. Sorry I didn't make any videos lately this past week. Big week ahead of me that because the reason is that last week that I had mom baptized in the Mormon church. And also, it was also Father's Day. So it was kind of hard like that to, make videos to that leading to the day that my father did that, it's not here anymore. So let me make some my statement on Father's Day. Father's Day is an invention by the Hallmark Company. So they can sell more cards. But here's the thing, though. Father's Day also was also good at that because it reminds us also what we need in society right now: a good male father figure for everybody, for kids. That's why you see almost a lot of mass shootings happening around. You know why? There's no strong father parental figure at home, and our society needs that, and especially the media try to downgrade the father figure. You know why? Media wants to control you to that. So, how do you degrade it? By degrading the father figure. It started like that with like Simpsons. It started with what call it Married with Children. It was a funny show, but in the 80s that was chock full of father figures to that. But here's the thing: from this point on, all fathers that are what calls it being made fun of or degraded from. But if you look at there's on certain classics of that, you still see a certain points of fathers are becoming what call it that celebrated from. Okay, if you look at Godfather, you saw a father like that who survived, trying to put his family above. He was he's a criminal, okay. But one thing about him is that he did what he had to survive, and he wanted a good life for his family. Apparently, it didn't happen. Like we see the movie that, but he was there. He provided a good life for his kids, and unfortunately, that life almost swallowed two of his kids. Yeah, but it shows you in the movie that what a father is. That he has to be the head. He has to be in control. He had to be in charge. When times are rough like that, he has to take the gloves off. That's a good picture of a father like that. Another good picture is if you see it in movies like John Wayne. Because the reason is John Wayne. John was a good figure because a male figure that walks around like that, in a cinema like that, showing taking control of everything in every situation. Every kid's in fantasy. That's my history. That's my history, but that's my also my perception of what a father is. A man that will take in charge of that of everything, calm and collective. Another good movie, a good show like that was it. If you watch, you know, uh, like the Brady Bunch, okay? A father there, like he was reasonable. He talked to everyone, and logic like that. My father was not like that, okay? But it gave me a perception of what a good father could be also, a reasonable man. What else is that? Okay, Foreman. Oh, Foreman from the '70s show. Reminds me of my dad. Cranky like that, but he cared for his kids. He went straight, and the kid said, "Really do this? No, dumbass, you can't do that because you know why? You'll get yourself harmed." See, that was a good, that's a good picture of a dad. But mostly that, if you see the movies, you see that or that, all these fathers of that, they had images of their father that had an impact on us and how to behave. Okay, my father that was not perfect. Okay, he was not, he has to lose ends in the end. I need to take care of. Okay. My dad had some traits of that I didn't want to pass on to my kids, and like things like my dad was very anxious, anxiety that he gets stressed out too easily. Okay, he doesn't think things through sometimes because of problems that, but he was a visionary. He brought us to America. Then he made it happen. But one thing I love about my dad is when I saw a kid being spanked like that. Okay, we call it that. See, I never got spanked. Okay, when I saw that, I said, you know what? At least my dad never hit me. Yeah, of course he was me. He was pushy. He shouted a lot, but he never touched me like that. He took a belt and slammed it on my ass. But you know why? Because he believed not hurting anyone, and that's a total mark of a man. We call it that it's temperance. He gave us a good life. We had two cars in the garage, a good house. Even though we were near death to that, he was there for us. He made us have a good life. We lived at the edge of it, we lived at the edge, in financial wise, but at least we had food in the fridge. We had food on the table. We had good cars. We went to good schools. Okay, that's a testimony for a good man. He tried his best at that. He didn't, he tried to give us the world, but he gave us a good life to have a good foundation for the world. And that's the thing. That's the one thing I like about him. That's the thing I love about him. In the end of that, his mind failed him. So, do I miss him? Of course. But his time came. And for me, when his time came, I just one thing. You know, I'm a man now, so, we call us, do I miss him? Yes. But now I have a good identity what a man should be. And that man should be a person like him. I'll put some more kinks in my life like that. I won't be like him like that alone. I won't be like him, but I'll be a very different man than my father. I will make sure that when I do that, will more improvement of what my father did. So that's the most important thing, guys. You be your old man, and it shows you one thing like that. Our fathers are not perfect. But Mom told me we're not perfect. We try our best. But guess what? We call this out of that foundation of that room for improvement for the next generation, it's including me. I never had a chance to that kids, but you know what? Maybe I can mentor kids or things like that. That's what I did. I mentored people, and that's the most important thing. You have to remember one thing: is give the people that what they need and most of that. Some people didn't have somebody to guide them. I provided that guidance. And that's the thing I love about my dad. He gave me stability. He gave me a base to be a man. So always remember one thing, guys. Your father's not going to be perfect, but remember one thing. He died. He was the best for the time that he came. For your life. Okay. And look back. Okay. Remember one thing. As Rocky said in the movie, he said to his kids mentoring. At least you had a kid. At least no, I'm sorry. When Sylvester Stallone said to this one kid that in the movie, the Rocky character, he said, at least he had a dad. See that? Remember one thing, guys. We take for granted fathers of that. But sometimes some people there don't have dads. Happy Father's Day, Happy Father's Day, guys.